What's up everybody, this is Dhruva from A Sprinkle of Sugar. Today I'm going to be presenting to you the best roasted Italian cauliflower you've ever tasted. Let's get right to it. So to start off, we're going to want to gather our ingredients together. So we're going to have a cauliflower head cut into florets, 6 small tomatoes cut into cubes, half a cup of olive oil, about 1 cup of fresh chopped basil leaves, 1 red dried chili pepper, 2 garlic cloves finely chopped, a couple of stalks of thyme, oregano, and rosemary, salt, and pepper. So we're going to want to take all of our cauliflower that we have and transfer it to a large bowl. And now we will set that aside. We will now take this smaller bowl, and this is what we will use to put all of our dressing that we're going to drizzle on top of the cauliflowers in. First, we have to take our oregano and thyme leaves, and we're going to just put them here into this bowl. Let's just take a few. You can just take a few for these. It doesn't really matter how much you do. This is just going to be basically for just a little bit of herbal essence. And then let's just put that aside. We're going to want to take a little bit of oregano as well. Let's just add that in. We'll take some more oregano. And let's just set that aside. Now we're going to want to add half of the garlic that we have. So basically the equivalent of 1 garlic clove. So let's just take about half of it and let's add it to our small bowl right here. And there we go. Now we just have to take a little bit of pepper, just sprinkle it in there, a little bit of salt, sprinkle that in there as well. And then lastly, we're going to want to take half of the olive oil that we have gathered, and we will want to pour it in here. There. Now that we have half the olive oil poured in here, let's take a spoon and then let's thoroughly mix this. Make sure that it is nicely mixed so that all of the herbal essence and all of the flavor of the garlic blends thoroughly throughout the mixture. There. Now that it is properly mixed, we're going to take our cauliflower and we will add this mixture to the cauliflower. And now that we have this added to our cauliflower, we're simply going to take this large bowl that we have and we will just shake it a few times like this to make sure that the dressing is properly dispersed throughout the entirety of the cauliflower florets. So just make sure to take a look at all of the cauliflower. Check to see if it's doused, all of the florets are doused properly in the dressing. And once these are properly doused in the dressing, you can now take these and put it on a cookie sheet. You can just make sure to spread it out evenly amongst the entire cookie sheet so that they'll bake properly once in the oven. So as you can see, I've now arranged this, and you have to make sure that your oven is preheated to 450 degrees. If you haven't, go do that now. And I will now go and proceed to put that into the oven. So now that our cauliflower is cooking in the oven, we will take our olive oil and we're going to heat our saucepan on the stove to medium heat. Now we will proceed to pour our olive oil, the rest of what's remaining, into our saucepan. So now our oil is ready. And we can now proceed to add the rest of our garlic cloves into this mixture. Let's make sure to get them all out. And now that they're in there, we'll just make sure to stir it properly within the oil. You might notice that the amount of oil is a lot compared to the garlic. This is okay. We're going to add more things as time goes on. Just make sure that all your garlic is nice and brown so that you'll know that it's nice and roasted. Now that our garlic is nice and roasted, we'll put this aside and we will add our chili pepper and make sure to tear it open so that all of the flavor of the chili pepper seeps out. So now that we have that in there, we can now add our fresh basil to the mix as well. Let's just make sure to add it all in. And now we have our fresh basil in, and we can now stir this for a couple of minutes. As you can see, you should now be able to smell a nice aroma because of the basil and the chili and the garlic that you've added to this mixture. You can now proceed to add the tomatoes in. Make sure to add all of it. And now that we have our tomatoes in, you can just leave it here for roughly 10 minutes until it turns into a saucy consistency. Make sure to stir occasionally. Tomato sauce is ready. Let's just add some more salt and pepper to taste. Let's just stir this one last time to get all of the salt and the pepper dispersed evenly. And as you can see here, I have my nice roasted cauliflower. Let's just bring our cauliflower right over to here. And now that I have my cauliflower, we can now take our sauce and we can now take our bowl and we can take the cauliflower and we can put it in our bowl right here. And let's also take some of our sauce. And let's just pour it nicely on top of our cauliflower. And this is just based on your preference. If you like sauce, you can add more. If you don't like it, you don't have to. It's all your preference. So now that I've added our sauce, let's take a spoon and let's nicely mix it. And there we go, we are done. And this is our final product. And you can add just a stalk of rosemary just as garnish if you would like. And there we go, this is our final product. So here is our finished Italian roasted cauliflower. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Enjoy.